So, I don't know if you saw that, but that is the scale. And it's starting the new year off. I don't know about if you saw my goals video. Basically, since moving to New York, I've gained about 20 pounds. And since the year started, I basically bought a gym membership and I've been going to the gym consistently. And I'm really trying to get my weight and really just my physique and my health back on track. So I was roughly around 205, and since I've been going to the gym, today has been the first day in quite some time that I've touched under 200 pounds. So in honor of that, also because I finally got like a bunch of work done and we're basically now looking for new work, I'm going to take you guys to the gym with me.
There's a small cap that says Life Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the left.
So, if it wasn't obvious, I got a lifetime membership, and honestly, it is the most expensive gym I've ever paid for. And I've paid for some pretty expensive gyms, Lifetime being a gym that I've paid for in the past in Texas, but in New York, I am about to pay close to $400 because pickleball is not included in my membership, but I was able to cancel my Varsity membership, the co-working space, and that saves me $180. So I was fully willing to spend $500 a month on the co-working space and the gym membership. But now that the co-working space is kind of empty or is gone, I'm willing to spend a little more on my gym membership, which is still crazy. But I started at $15 for a gym membership. Then it became $100, and then within that 2 years at Houston, I basically titty-tottered between a couple of gyms, so that being Lifetime and having the Alpha Land, which basically was like $230 to $250 plus the $115-ish from Alpha Land, to now spending $330, possibly bumping up to $380. But we are about to do a chest workout, and yeah, let's just start.
All done. Okay.
So obviously last video I talked about my goals, and today we are also kind of making a video about my goals. But one thing I forgot to mention last video is something I'm focusing on this year as well, is basically to not get sucked up into other people's stories. And what I mean by that is that, you know, I'm in the creative world. I obviously have, if you ask me in an isolated area, what I wanted to do, it would be shoot commercials, right? Shoot sports commercials, commercials in general, stuff like that. But as you kind of get on social media, as you have friends who do things in the same space, in the same area, you kind of get influenced them, you know? This also goes back to the saying that you kind of are your friends, or whatever that saying is. And I found myself really trying to dabble more into video and filmmaking when it does interest me, but it's not my goal. So that was just something I wanted to share in this little bit. But basically the idea today for chest day, we're kind of focusing on volume. I kind of fried my chest a couple days ago, last chest workout, and hit so like 100 for I think like 9 with some help, and we're just gonna see and feel out today and just really focus on a lot of volume after I hit a heavy lift. We'll see if I do 100 though. Hit 90 for about like 7. I did, instead of doing a typical 3-3-3 warm-up, I basically just did 10-10-10, which kind of gasses you out. But we're not really pushing weight today. And also, this is a message for Hunter. If you really want to touch 225, this is exactly how you have to train and what you have to do. To train to failure, and then once you hit failure, you have to pause. Also, if it hasn't obvious, since moving into the new year, the gym, I'm trying to switch up my training method. So obviously, I don't really care too much about lifting the heaviest weight. I want to focus more on, like, I guess you'd call it strength conditioning. Back whenever I was in high school, I felt like I was relatively strong for someone who didn't train for it, and that's kind of the route that I'm trying to go. So I'm still going to hit, basically, my new routine is I'm always going to start off with like a heavy lift, whether it's squat, big, except for back, squat, bench, chest, back, whatever it is. And then I'm gonna move more into lighter volume or heavy-ish lifts, but pairing it with like a cardio exercise. That way my cardiovascular health isn't terrible, just because, you know, goals. Workout finished. So one thing that seems to be a common occurrence whenever I start like a fitness journey or like weight loss or like trying to cut down, anytime I make some sort of progress like today, there's always an event that comes along and kind of fucks up my routine. So I do really well whenever I'm on like the same routine, the same kind of vibes, but whenever like something spontaneous happens, it goes out the window. So today is ironically one of those days. Basically, I'm helping out Chanel. She's a former tennis pro, friend. Basically, she's like a social media influencer now, and basically she has to do this ad for Instagram, and she needs some extra hands, extra help, and basically this is where things kind of get fucked up. Her form of payment, like usual, is food. So after the shoot, after everything, we're gonna get food, and that is gonna fuck up my meal routine. So today we have to make sure to keep it locked in and make sure that whatever we do and whatever we eat outside of home is healthy, clean, and doesn't fuck up my weight. But on the bright side, we are also playing tennis today. But we're about to head back home, cook up a meal, cook up maybe a protein shake, and then we're gonna go and meet up with Chanel. All right, we just got home. I'm actually late to meeting Chanel. I was supposed to meet her at 1 o'clock. Upper East Side is 12:43, and it's probably 40 minutes away. So I think we should just do a quick transition so that I'm already there, right? So I'm not that late. Okay, whatever, transition time. Okay, so obviously I am not in a apartment or anything, so I forgot to actually record, but we are actually at the West Side Highway tennis courts, Hudson River tennis courts. I'm with Chanel. She is a former WTP professional player, and so we're gonna play tennis as a part of the bit that I'm helping with, and I'm probably gonna get my ass worked because I'm a lowly former varsity player at a subpar high school. We'll be like, oh, can we see the word? What you don't tell me? And then it's like, I would want to do.
It's still better than nothing, right? Because it's right there.
Huh? It was there?
Yeah, like very light. Nick, there's no way. Let's take off.
Alright, ready?
Nick, that's so hard.
That's there, yeah. And then you chase it. I am back home. So I didn't record too much, obviously, since it was actually like 20 degrees outside, and we played tennis. Probably didn't look like it, but absolutely freezing. So as soon as I took my jacket off, I could feel all my forearms freeze up. Back home, we are basically, that's pretty much the day. We're just eating, basically. I did get some food when I was out with Chanel, but it was a like pasta bowl with some proteins. aside from that, this is what I usually eat. Basically, I eat some like H Mart prepped meat, cook it up, eat with some rice, and then I've been lately putting eggs into the mix because more protein, and I had to use some eggs because they were gonna go bad. But now for the rest of the day, basically this weekend is very chill. I just need to set up a bunch of shoots. Pretty much I had a big client that took up a lot of my time this past week, and I didn't get to do as much as I'd like to. So this weekend I'm gonna prep a lot of emails to schedule out on Monday or Tuesday and do essentially outreach, and then that's pretty much my week and my weekend. So we're gonna play games for the rest of the night, and then we're going to the gym tomorrow again. But yeah,